henpecked husband who died, you see, and she buried him. And she used to go to the graveyard every Sunday and put flowers on his grave. And one Sunday, she was just sitting there and she could hear this music. What's that? She called the fellow over and she said, can you hear anything? He said, don't know. She, his ear down on the grave. She said, yeah, I can hear it. Put your ear down, missus. And she puts her ear down. And the fella singing, I wouldn't leave my little woman for you. It's true, Colin. Do you know, you go in a pub, you get pestered, don't you? Let's be honest, I got pestered the other week. There's a fella came up to me and he said, have you ever seen a dog play the piano like Russ Conway? I said, you must be joking. You know, he said, oh, Rover. Rover jumps on the piano and goes, it's very good, that. Very good. He said, have you ever had a dog sing like Frank Sinatra? I did it my way. That's smashing. Have you ever seen a dog dance like Fred Astaire? That's just marvellous. I bet you're proud of that dog, aren't you? She said, no, I wanted her to be a doctor. Follow at the doctor's, he said, doctor, he said, you know, I don't know what it is, he said, but I'm sure there's something wrong with me, he said, do you know, I've got this terrible feeling, he said, you know, he said, I just, he said, I can't hold a conversation, he said, and he said, I can't talk, I can't read. He said, I can't recite, I can't, you know. He said, it's embarrassing. What can you do? Doctor got a big needle up the armpit. He said, I want to see you in a week. He was there the next day. He said, I don't know, Doc. He said, you must remember me. He said, I came yesterday, and he said, I had the yesterday, he said. But he said, I can't read, I can't. He said, dogs are following me. He said, I'll try something else. So he got another injection in the armpit again. He said, I want to see you in a week. He was there the next day. He said, I came with he said, I can't eat any food. I'm going out of breath. So when he said, it's kill or cure this time, and he got the same needle, he whooped the armpit. He said, how do you feel? He said, that's better.
Fella comes home and his wife said, sorry, Albert. She says, I've burnt your dinner. He said, why? Have you set fire to the tin opener? This girl came from Cambridge and she came over to Ireland, you see, and she was stopping at this little lonely farmhouse near Ballysladmaguttery, which is about 3 yards from Ballygo backwards. And she said to the farmer, I found it rather interesting over here in your country. It's rather lovely. Do you think in the morning I'd go out and milk a cow? I've always wanted to do that. He says, well, go down the bottom in the field down there and you'll see Sarah. She's very contented. She's got a nice house of her own and all. Go down the bottom there and milk a may. Take a bucket. So she goes down the bottom of the field, puts the bucket in under, you see, and this fella comes up to the edge. Just a minute. You can't do that. You can't milk that. And why can't I milk it? He said, that's a bull. She says, well, what's the difference? He said, well, what's the difference? The difference is the same the difference between you and me. She says, oh, does it stutter?
Do you know, we've all been a bit jealous, actually, though, 5 of us, not of Frank, but of George, because George has had a lot more TV exposure in the last 2 weeks than any of us. And you won't have even noticed he's been on, do you know this? Do you know, if you watch the Olympics, you know the fellow on the pole vault where he runs with that big pole, and he puts it in the bottom, and then he goes, whee, and over the top of that. And you know he lands on that big, fat, flabby thing? I always think you get the best laugh in the bars. This drunken fellow walked into the bar and he said to the bartender, excuse me. Excuse me, could you tell the gentleman's toiletist, please? Thank you very much. That's what he said. Tell me the toiletist, thank you very much. The man said, certainly, so he said, through the door first on the left. He went through the door first on the right down the lift shaft to the bottom. He looked up and he said, saw the people, he said, don't flush it! So he's off down the road. He went past the fairground and he walks up to the rifles counter. He said, I'd like to have a go on the rifles. How much is it, please? Thank you very much. The chap said it's 22 pence. He said, 22 pence? Thank you very much. And he got hold of the gun. He went, bang, 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 bang. And he shot these 5 things down. And the fella gave him the first prize, little baby tortoise. And he went away. He came back an hour later. He said, I'll have another go at that, please. 22 pence. Thank you very much. And he got onto the gun, he went, bang, 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 bang. Shot them all down again. And he gave him a lovely tea set. He said, I don't want that. I want another one of them pies with a hard crust.
I used to be a tap dancer, but I kept falling in the sink. I won't keep you long now. Did you hear about the fella who crossed a giraffe with a dog so he could bark at the aeroplanes? I won't keep you long. There was 2 old women in the pub and one said, Mary, believe your old fella passed away? Yes. Says, what happened? He went out in the garden to get a cabbage for the dinner. And he just collapsed. I said, did he? And what did you do? She said, I had to open a tin of peas.